Hey, how's it going? This is Mr. M, and my goal is to make math visible. All right, here's another SAT math problem in the geometry section. This is ranked hard as well, and notice that I did a quick sketch. I think it's a good idea for some problems to sketch it out. Don't worry about being perfect, so don't worry about the lines being crooked. Draw the sketch, mark it up as quickly as you can to save time. All right, so we're given some information. I took the givens and I made markings. Remember, the one tick marks means that this segment NP is congruent to PQ, and then MP is congruent to PR. They want me to find the measurement of QMR. So QMR. So basically this angle right here. So now when you look at a problem, like you, sometimes I don't have a clue. I just got to look at what information I'm given and I got to try to figure it out. So what do I know? I know that this is 60 degrees because they're vertical angles, and maybe that's useful, maybe that's not useful. Oh, I know that this is 120 because of supplementary angles. These two are a linear pair. They're side by side and then they share a side. So they're a supplementary as well. And then now it becomes a lot clearer how to get the answer. So I said in the previous video that you have to remember this relationship, that if you have an isosceles triangle, that means you have two base angles that are congruent, and the converse is true as well, meaning you can go in the other direction. If you have two base angles that are congruent, that means that you actually have an isosceles triangle. So these tick marks here let me know all I really need to know to be able to find this right here. So what's the sum of these two angles right here? Angle QMR and then angle NRM. They have to add up to 60 degrees. Why? Because all three angles in the triangle add up to 180. So that means since they're congruent, because it's an isosceles triangle, this has to be 30 degrees and then this has to be 30 degrees, and then I'm done.